Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome back to Themeathon. We have Andrea here who's going to show us Doom War on Christmas, and with that also opening the marathon, the last day of the marathon. So introduce yourself and then tell me when I should start the timer.
Hi, my name is Andrea. I play Doom. I like to speedrun Doom. I also make levels. In fact, I made these levels 2 years ago. You can start the timer now. This is going to be a UV Max speedrun. UV Max is ultra violence difficulty. Max is all kills, all secrets. Max is also the name of my dog, pictured above, or to the side, or somewhere. I'm not sure where he's pictured, but he's pictured.
No.
So this is a War on Christmas, released on December something, 2022. The story is about chasing down an evil serial killer dressed up as Santa Claus, and I just killed him. So, pretty short game actually. We also got these guys. Oh, there's another one. There's 2 Santa Clauses. What could possibly be going on here? I'm joined by a co-commentator who has probably never seen this before.
Hi there, Infinity Gene here. I do a couple other shooter games, like Disruptor for the PS1, but
Okay.
I've never ran Doom before. It's got me interested though, for sure, with all the custom WADs out there.
Oh yeah, there's tons. As you may guess, there's a lot of Santa Clauses. That's right, they're clones.
Oh, poor Santas, they're just shouting Merry Christmas and you just blast them a bit.
They deserve it. So I make a War on Christmas. I made this. I make one of these every year. I just released the third War on Christmas a couple days ago. It's called World War C. You can check it out on doomworld.com. I'll be playing 1 and 2 here. So, lots of fun. I like the second one more than the first one. So, this is just the warm-up round for a War on Christmas Part 2, which is coming up next on Themeathon, which is what you're currently watching.
How long have you been making maps for then?
I've been making levels for Doom since I was like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. A long time.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've definitely seen a lot of custom WADs made for this game. It's amazing the work that everyone puts into them as well.
Oh
and
yeah.
how creative you can just be with all the with just everything to do with the Doom gameplay itself, like all the triggers and everything. So
I consider it to be at the apex ratio of ease of game design and fun to play. Like, the engine is simple enough that you can pretty much pick up making anything you want very easily, and you get fast iteration time. So if you make something cool, you can check it really quickly, and then does it work, does it not work? Whereas if you make levels for more traditional 3D games, it gets really hard to test things quickly.
Yeah, I know that feeling from like Team Fortress 2. Like, with that you have to completely build up the map and everything, then you have to launch TF2, then you have to load the level. It takes minutes to do sometimes, and then you get to the level and it doesn't work, and then you have to go back and do it all over again.
That takes hours.
Yeah. But it's good that you can just quickly build something and then just get into it in a few seconds just to try it out.
The first War on Christmas, this one here, I think I made this one in 10 days total. So pretty short. I think the second one I made in 2 weeks. And the third one I just finished, which took me about 3 weeks. So I usually take a little bit longer each time. I can't help myself. One benefit of making levels for Doom or any, like, you know, mods in general is I get to use a bunch of copyrighted music and no one's gonna yell at me. So this song is from Mega Man 8, which is my favorite Mega Man game. I use a lot of PlayStation 1 sourced musical arrangements, which is the best console.
Absolutely, 100% agree.
Here we get the first plasma gun. It's one of my favorite guns. It's a pretty good gun.
Yeah. I was watching, quite recently, I was watching someone else play, like, the new official, like, Doom episode that came out quite a few months ago. That looked quite interesting that they released that. They released another episode this late on, like, many years later.
Yeah, they're trying to do something to advertise their new Steam port or whatever, like, cross-console thing. I don't know, I haven't played it. I died because I'm bad at games, so trying this one again here.
How significant are the difficulty differences then, with you being on UV Max currently?
To be honest with you, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to making difficulty arrangements. So there's hard-coded difficulty stuff that Doom does. Like, you know, the lower difficulties, you take less damage from enemies just every time you get shot. But then you can also do map by map difficulty arrangements, so like less enemies in general, more weapons and stuff. So for easy mode, I typically just put health on every like square inch of the level, so that you basically can't ever not be at 100%. And that's my difficulty balancing. As far as ultraviolence, I just kind of put health where I like it. So the max category is all kills, all secrets, but there are 3 things on the stat menu. The third thing is items. Doom speedrunners don't care about items. Doom is actually one of the oldest speedrunning communities of all time. At least, you know, like, as far as like a consistent recorded community. So we have a lot of like really old rules and terms and all that kind of stuff. So items are traditionally referred to in the Doom game as like just small pickups, you know, like they give you like plus 1% health. You know, for 100% in speedrunning, you would probably pick stuff up like that, but in Doom, the way that those items are used, it's mostly decorative. And so people in 1995 said, you know, we don't really care about that shit, so UV Max only has kills and secrets. To this day. So thank you, 1995, for allowing me to not have to pick up that garbage. Some people do 100% items run, and it's like, it's really annoying because you just have to basically scan every square inch of every room for the most part, so it's kind of hard to speedrun something like that.
Yeah, that, and also the fact that obviously some items can't be picked up if you're like full on HP and stuff like that, I guess. Unless it's
well,
still
actually, you
triggers
can pick them up anyway. They did think of that. So we're about halfway through the game here. The first one. You know, at least in level numbers, you know, sometimes it takes me a little while. I don't want to die a second time, so I'm gonna play a little cautiously. I am from the United States of America, so it is like 5 a.m. for me. So I woke up specially for this marathon. I'm drinking coffee at the moment, so I apologize for poor play.
Pure dedication.
Maybe it's slightly distilled dedication. I wouldn't say it's pure. The music here is from Mega Man X6. Pretty cool game. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah, Doom's definitely just one of those games that you can just replay over and over, and like I said, with all the extra custom content that everyone's making for it and everything.
Here's a picture of my dog. Yep, I have a YouTube channel. I don't really stream, so if anyone wants to follow me on YouTube, my YouTube channel is Doom Speedruns. Pretty cool handle. And I pretty much play custom Doom WODs. I try to speedrun pretty much everything. There's a lot of stuff that comes out, all kinds of stuff. Doom has a lot of different like genres. It's all first-person shooter, but like, this is kind of bordering on like, just throw a bunch of shit at the screen and just kind of kill a bunch of guys. So in Doom we call that like slaughter. I would say that this is very light on that, but there's some levels where you can get like 10,000 enemies on screen, it's pretty crazy stuff. Yeah. And so I have a lot of fun with that sometimes. There's all kinds of different stuff. So, but right now I'm running a bunch of Christmas Doom stuff because I like to contribute to the Christmas Doom ethos. So I like to also play contemporary Christmas stuff too. Here's a story screen. I'm gonna skip it. I did write the story, but I wrote it 2 years ago. I'm a little embarrassed. I don't want you to see it. But the story is basically, children all over the world are dead. Who's to blame? Santa Claus. So on and so forth.
God damn it, Santa. God damn it.
Yeah. So when the screen looks like this, it's because I am invulnerable to damage. The secret that I got that makes me invulnerable. But, doesn't, I think it only lasts 30 seconds. Maybe 45. I don't remember. Cinematic timing. The music here is from Mega Man 4. That's the one that takes place in Russia. I'm sorry, the Soviet Union. I would say most of the soundtrack for these WODs that I make here, WODs are what we call mods in the Doom world, is mostly ripped from Mega Man games. I do enjoy the Mega Man series. This level is just one big arena. You're just kind of waiting for all these guys to teleport in. Well, this big wall falls down to the ground. This is what we call gameplay. In the industry, we call this gameplay. In the speedrun world, you'd call it an auto-scroller. There's a term for that. Anybody? Auto-scrollers? Who loves them? Yeah, as a speedrunner and a level designer, I gotta say, I do enjoy auto-scrollers.
Indeed.
I know speedrunners, they don't really like them. Oh, this scrolling automatically. Yeah, give me a break. It's not that big of a deal. Let it scroll. This song here is from The Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Which, you guessed it, is also a Mega Man game, for those who don't know. but you really should know by now about the misadventures of Tron Bomb. It's pretty cool. So, do you have any questions, comments, or concerns? If so, let me know.
So when it comes to like making your own like custom WADs, do you do like your own sprite work as well, or?
For this, I used an asset pack as a base, and
Okay.
I touched up, some stuff. Recoloring, moving graphics around. I don't really do much graphic work from scratch. I mostly just kind of patchwork stuff that's already done.
Yeah.
But Christmas Doom assets date back to like 1994, so there's lots of stuff in the history of the video game to kind of pull from. So this is an assortment of all that kind of good stuff.
Okay.
Like the Santa Claus sprite, the Kako ornament sprite, which is one of my favorite, which makes a glass shattering sound, which is kind of ear-piercing in the good way.
The Kako bauble, love it.
In A War on Christmas 3, which I released 2 days ago, I have some different colored Kako demons. So there's like red, which is the default, and then I added some like green and blue and some other stuff. Got to keep things interesting. Kill these guys over here. Very important. Here's another picture of my dog. I messed up making the graphics, so it looks like that instead. But he's looking pretty adorable. Trust me. At least 2 years ago he was. Still pretty adorable, but in a different way. He's old now.
Yeah.
Max the dog is currently sleeping because for him it's 5 a.m. and that means something for him, but not for me. I'm sure he's very disrupted by me talking to the TV again.
What breed is Max?
Ha! I wish I knew. He's one hell of a dog, that I can tell you.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back when I was back in university, we went to a sort of media museum for like an event, and it was meant to be meeting John Romero, but via video link, and he was there in person instead as a surprise.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, whoa, okay, that's kind of freaked me out a bit. Like, whoa.
It's a real person.
Yeah, indeed. It was quite cool though, just like, I spoke to him for a few minutes. He was quite busy though, of course, after the event, but yeah, no, it was an absolute pleasure to meet a lot of developers back at uni, especially John.
And you did that for school?
It was university, yeah.
That's crazy.
So I was doing my games design things.
Yeah, when I was in school, I got bullied for playing video games. This sucks.
It does.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because we met him, and then we had people from like Codemasters and stuff like that. And then one of my tutors worked on Red Dead Redemption 2, but they couldn't tell us that until later.
Very interesting. I played the first one.
Yeah. But overall, I enjoyed the course. It was great making projects, you know, making prototypes, testing them, and then building them all the time, see how they're doing.
Yeah,
Great
that
fun.
sounds fun. Alright. I can now spam the rocket launcher in my face. My favorite feature of video games. The musical selection here is from Mega Man X7. One of my personal favorites.
Love the candy cane. Love it.
Oh yeah. It's replacing the melee weapon.
Yeah.
So it gets amplified with the Berserk power-up. So you get the Super Candy Cane, which is about as powerful as a rocket launcher. If you get good dice rolls in the back. Or it could be as powerful as the regular fist if you get bad dice rolls. It's my favorite part of speedrunning the Tyson category, which predominantly uses the fist, as it's the most random weapon in the game. And the Tyson category is killing everything with the fist. So really cool because it can take upwards of 30 hits to kill something, or 2, depending on how lucky or unlucky you get. It's a cool game. Alright, so we're heading into the penultimate level. This is the anti-penultimate level. Unless you count the secret level. Then it's a whole new ball game. But, anyway, War on Christmas 1 is pretty close to being finished here. Hopefully that's enjoyable to all the viewers out there. How are the viewers? Everyone at home? Or on the bus. Maybe you're on the bus. If you're anywhere else, though, I think you should probably shut the stream off. But if you're on the bus, definitely continue to watch, because a War on Christmas Part 2 will be after this. But we do have a couple levels left here.
This
level
another,
is, go on.
Sorry. I'm going to say if this is another Mega Man track.
Yep, this is from Mega Man 6, Blizzard Man. But it's a guitar version.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is mass manufacturing. This is where all the toys are made for the consumption of the children, who, keep in mind, in the story, are dead now. So, goodbye, children. This is the behind the scenes of where the, do people still buy toys for their kids? Or is it just like, you just get like a tablet or something? Or like, what do kids get nowadays?
Yeah, it's definitely changed over the many years for sure. It's usually electronics now these days, or it's money.
You just
And
give a
kids go buy their
5-year-old
own
like
thing.
$10. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, those days have definitely come and gone now. Different era, different generation.
All right, little Timmy, have some quid. Couldn't be arsed, etc.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some good toys out there for sure that kids would still enjoy. But it's definitely getting more and more competitive with the toy market in terms of like what people will enjoy and that. There's always going to be that one toy out there on the internet that gets super popular, like I don't know, places like TikTok or whatever, and then people are like, oh, I'm going to go rush and buy that.
Well, that's good.
It's all about influence in the end these days. Online influence. When something's influenced, definitely going to go buy it.
I love to be influenced to buy toys for my children. What are other people buying for their children? That's pretty much how it's always been.
Yeah.
Pretty much done here. Unless I die, I could get killed. There's a couple guys left. They might kill me. It's happened before. But after this is the final boss, and then there's a secret level. So I'm kind of spoiling it though. Probably shouldn't have told everybody. But can't turn back time now, can ya? There's a secret level. The cat's out of the bag. There's one enemy left, hiding menacingly on top of a box. Wonderful. We have a live report from the Twitch television chat room. Toys are still in. Holy moly. This is huge news. Here we have the scary, thin, green and red hallway of death. One of my favorite hallways of death. Much better than hallways of life, as far as genres are concerned. So this is the last level. We have a cyber demon, everybody's favorite Doom monster, in the middle. And they're pretty much doing most of the work here, killing these guys for me, so I just have to not die. Ideally. But I might die. It's possible. I've died before. I'm not perfect. I might die again. We'll see. No, not this time. Then we got, I could, if I were good at speedrunning, I would do this whole lift sequence while I'm shooting the cyber demon, but, you know, I didn't want to die, because that would be embarrassing. So I chose to do it the slow way, and then talk about how bad I am instead, which is slightly less embarrassing than showing you how bad I am. And, yeah, so that's the game. There's nothing else. There's no secret ending or levels of any kind. That's it. And, oh, would you look at that? There's a secret level. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. So I press the secret switch in the secret level, revealing the secret dog in the secret level. That is Max the dog, star of A War on Christmas. He's also currently sleeping a couple feet away from me. I think Max the dog is visible on stream at all times. Is that correct? Isn't there a webcam field?
Yeah, it's in the top left.
Very nice. Yeah. I don't use... What, do people use webcams in marathons?
Some do, some don't. I don't.
That's interesting. When did that happen?
Or when did people start using like just images or GIFs and stuff like that?
Oh, I mean just webcams in general in a marathon.
Not too sure really.
You get nervous. How do you play games and have people look at your face at the same time? It's gonna cause me a panic attack. Stage fright, you know? I'm gonna crack under the pressure.
It's gonna be interesting when I go to my in-person marathon in January and see how that goes for the first time. I'm gonna enjoy it though, for sure.
I hope you have fun.
Yeah.
This level is called Secret Santa Slaughter Time. It's got 1225 enemies in total. Numbers. Right now I'm just trying to clean up the rest of them. Sometimes a couple like to stay hooked around some of these spots here. So this is my favorite part of the level, when I go, oh, there's like a couple guys left, and then I just kind of shoot wildly, hoping that I find the last one, which is somewhere. They're somewhere, but for now, look at Max the dog. He's currently having a dream. He's making some noise. I don't know if that's audible. I got him. All right. Time. Where's the timer? The timer doesn't matter. I use in-game time, which wasn't tracking because I died in the middle. So let's just ignore the whole time thing. It doesn't. What is this? A speed run? Who's counting? But that's a War on Christmas. The first one coming up next is part 2 after a short break, unless the break isn't happening yet. I'm not sure, but there will be a break, and it will be short on Themeathon, Advent Day 4.